What's up, Familia? We're trying out some new streaming software. Let's see. Yeah, how's that strike you? Gotta get all my settings set here. Okay, let's try it. I don't know. Hello. Does chat work? Well, that comes from me. That's not ideal. Let's try this. Testing. Yeah. Okay. Wonder how audio quality is. Can you hear me? I think yes. If you're there, feel free to pop in and say hi. What's annoying to me right now is I've got Spotify blasting in my ear. I don't think you hear Spotify at all. Weird. Ah, there we go. Okay, so in theory, that's working. Let's try this as I get a million different things set up. I think we're in business here. What do you think? Does that sound okay? I think it sounds okay. We might just carry on from here and see how we do. Okay, cool. So here's what I'm doing. Working on migrating my site to Next.js 13. Now, here's the true story is that it's already Next.js 13. What I mean by that is Next 13 is extremely backwards compatible. And so if I open up package.json, we are already on Next 13 somewhere in here. Next. Yeah, 13.0x. So we can do a little upgrade to see if there are any dependencies that need upgrading. I think I did this already. Yeah, great. All right, we're going to make a new branch. Feature / new landing with Next 13. Main is where that'll come from. We'll do a bunch of things here, but here's what we're going to do is we are going to use the new app directory that Next provides. So let's pull up Next.js docs, getting started. There's a bunch of changes that this brings about for us. And the primary one that I'm interested in is this app directory thing. So learn about what pages are. Now I want to know about routing. Incrementally adopting app. That's what I'm interested in. The new Next docs, by the way, are very cool. You can see it's like this collaborative experience where there's other people in here that I can see who's in here. If people who left comments, I can see their comments, all kinds of good stuff. Heck, I have an inbox. Okay. So, fundamentals of routing. We have this app directory, which has a bunch of leaves and trees in it, and there's a new structure for files within here. Special files. layout template error loading in page. And we're going to try and make a new, so right now this is localhost. I'm going to do localhost and we're going to do next maybe. App, actually we'll do home2. So that it's very clear that this thing shouldn't continue to live on. And what we're going to do is we're going to recreate, oops, I'm not even running. We're going to recreate this here layout with the new file structure and give that a shot. How do we do that? Well, so if I go to home2, it'll be a not found URL because I don't have anything in here. But if I do a, let's see, let's look at the docs. Page.js. And not .js, but page.js. And I render home page, I can say this, and I can say return new home. I can do that. And in theory, we will get nothing. Okay. Might be the case that we need to restart the server. Oh, right. We need to enable the app directory with this experimental thing in next.config.js. And so that is in module.exports. A lot of this stuff, I probably don't need that anymore. What do you want? Experimental. Like that. Now, of course, we need to reset this. We've updated our next config. Thank you for testing after. Please leave feedback. Okay. Now what is rendered at home2? Hopefully just an H1. And yeah, I cuss on my 404. Sorry. Okay. There we go. So let's talk about how this is going to work. We have a page inside of that page, or inside of this new page, we have this page.js. We have a layout.js. In the layout, we know we need to children. And we can do nav. So theoretically we should have navigation, we should have footer, we'll say show, feet, because we're on the internet and that's funny here. Now if I refresh this, we have a layout wrapping this thing. Not too shabby. So the idea here is to do some incremental adoption of what I have in the old setup here. And so we're going to recreate my navigation structure. We'll basically, actually this is really cool. So we'll grab a home layout. We will populate the frame of the page. So like this header, and if I go all the way down, this part of the footer, the dynamic stuff will come later, but we can put in the browse all topics, links, and all that stuff. And we'll slowly start to move this thing over. So let's look at the other things that fall in this folder. Page is the UI of the route. Layout is the layout for that specific route. Loading.tsx shows when that part of the page or part of the app is loading. This will come in handy for other parts of this home screen. Error.tsx is a fallback. Template is similar to layouts, but on navigation, a new instance of the component is mounted, but state is not shared. These are for cases where you require this behavior, such as enter and exit animations. Cool. And this is how we define the contents of the head tag for a given route. That'll be interesting because I am pretty concerned about SEO stuff. So we'll have to see how this actually works. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start with the navigation. So we can say here, we're going to start very simple. Actually, I'm gonna grab my old default layout and just kind of steal some of this stuff. Like, I know I don't need the MDX provider on this level. That's kind of nice. And I know I want this nav stuff, which is also kind of nice. So for now, I'm just gonna, honestly, we can probably just copy this thing. Maybe we can copy this because we know this is the navigation part of the world. Yeah. And we'll drop it in here. And then we need to do a bunch of imports. We need stacks, we need text and links. I'll have to keep these in alphabetical order. I'm sure there's a prettier plugin for that too. Okay. Okay, so there are important things here about use state, where we don't want to use state. That makes it become a client component. Where's that coming from? Chakra UI, huh? To use Chakra UI in those components, you need to convert them into client-side components by adding a use client at the top of your file. Chakra UI only works in client-side components. Womp womp. Shoot, that's a bummer. I'm sure there's discussion about this somewhere. These are from 2020. We were for sure looking at things. Okay, well, here's what I want to look at for now. We won't use any of the Chakra components, but what I want to play around with is data loading. I can replace this stuff with CSS or with Tailwind or whatever in the future, but what I'm really interested in is when I load this page, okay, that's going to be broken. Yeah. Put this back this way. Great. When I load the standard home page, for a very long time, I've been getting that's annoying. Right. Anyway, I get these complaints that my pages are quite large. I don't disagree. It's because I don't have a good data loading strategy. I think I can do better in the new version of Next, so we're going to play around with that. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. So we're going to try and load MDX stuff on my home here. Footer, great. So I'll put these side by side because it should load fairly quickly too. Ooh, hey, let's see how far Copilot can get me here. Load. one. Glob eager is not a function. Okay, well, didn't get me that far. So let's look at, I have these loaders that I built a long time ago in utils. Lib, yeah. Yeah. There we go. So I actually do some of this work already. This article discusses, oh, weird that there's a, excerpt. Hey, Jim Miller, what's shaking, man? I'm in the middle of playing around with Next.js 13 and also testing new stream software. So if the stream looks funny, let me know. I haven't actually used, oh no, actually it looks like I've got several chat feeds available at the same time. I have not actually used Restream before, and I'm trying it out for the first time. Let's shut off that one. Cool. Oh, nice. What's your talk about, Jay? And where is it? Building Twitter campaigns with Azure storage queues. Holy cow. That's awesome. Fascinating. Oh, nice at pajamas. Yes, you're a cloud advocate. I'm pretty sure I knew that over at Microsoft, right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. I appreciate that. You know what's funny, Jay, is I don't think you and I have actually met in person before, but I, about a year ago, maybe started listening to Conduit fairly regularly as a part of my like, hey, let's go. And I listen to a lot of podcasts that are sort of comedy and that kind of stuff, but I picked up Conduit as something to put in my ears when I was like getting my week started. So I do a lot of like tasks that are kind of, I don't know, menial, empty the inbox, set up the week, get a to-do list going, that kind of stuff. And so I spun up Conduit as something that I started to listen to. And so I feel like your sage-like advice has kind of rained down into my brain for a while now. So it's really cool to see you show up in my stream. I appreciate that, man. I'm also a very long time Relay listener. Yeah, and listen to Mike and company chattering all the time. Give us some connections, man. You know, I could do that. Happy to. Yeah, especially now. Gosh, fuller disclosure. I feel like you've probably seen this, but I was laid off from Stripe a couple of weeks ago, so I have lots of opinions on things in the world that I want to share, and definitely like, you know, getting really into leaning into my productivity side of things the past week or two. I'm actually slowly figuring out how to be productive on this little iPad mini that I picked up for like note taking and reading and stuff like that, and trying to systemize a lot of the stuff I do around, you know, taking notes, delivering meaningful newsletters, connecting people together, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I should do that, and I will do that for sure. Thank you. I appreciate you you saying that. All right, so where was I? Here's what I'm trying to do is, gosh, I feel like this is going to be so much harder because this site uses Chakra, and I can't use Chakra's stuff with this new fancy Next UI, which is not the end of the world. But it's time to set up Tailwind, huh? Tailwind CSS, please. Please. Requirements. Thank you. Oof, this is going to be a huge PR. Okay, we're doing this now, I guess. All right, sure. Framework guides, yeah, let's do that. Oh, I'm just noticing that my desktop is like mega hidden on my stream here. Let me shrink this back a little bit. Oopsies, it's supposed to look more like that away and that. Gosh, I got this all broken. Like that. There we go. That's more like it. All right, and I'll zoom in a bit. I just stole some of that real estate for myself. All right, so we got Tailwind set up now. Tailwind config.js. Oh no. Pass to all of my template files in here. Okay. That's actually not too bad to imagine. app / all of this. Yeah. Okay. Global CSS, which in the new world happens in this app folder. and layout. Oh, well, actually not in this layout. In this layout. All right, let's try. And now, in theory, if I do this, and like this, maybe I have Tailwind in place. Maybe. It's taking a while to load. Guess I'll hold my breath. What is happening? Maybe I don't do Tailwind on existing stuff at the moment. What did I do? I broke it. Oh boy. Okay. Next config. Post CSS config. All good. Tailwind config. Seems fine. I don't remember making this file, but it's there now. Oh, that must have been. I don't know where this came from at all. Maybe I made that. Let's discard this. Yes. And I feel like this head.js must have come from the Tailwind CLI. We're going to get rid of this navigation component. Actually, we're just going to clear it out. Wow, who knows what I just did here? Okay. Well, there aren't too many changes here. Next config, lovely. Post CSS config seems fine. Tailwind config points to source app star. Seems reasonable. There's not much in there right now. And snap.js is basically empty. Almost valid, okay. Can't import the Chakra stuff. We know that breaks everything. Hello. We'll see what a build produces. Maybe I'll get a real error from this. While we're waiting for this, Jay, what's your thoughts on Mastodon as you're building a Twitter demo? You think you're headed over there? Are you over there already? I've been dabbling with it this past week. So far, it's been a pretty positive experience. I have an account but not using it. Yeah, I feel that. Funny enough, actually, if today's the 16th, yeah, today was supposed to be Chirp, which was Twitter's dev conference, which a month ago I was supposed to be at giving a session today. The conference got canceled and my job got eliminated, so that wasn't a problem in the end, but definitely, had my conflicts of interest about going there. Twitter's a very interesting place right now. Like, I've gotten a lot of value out of it, and so I still lean on it pretty heavily, but it's definitely changing very rapidly. Oh, this is wild. I think this is not working. I agree, and it is a funny thing to think that the community might jump over to Discord instead of, doing the outwardly communal things that we have been doing. I've been trying to look at the move to Mastodon as like an opportunity to, create a new, better place for tech people to land and for people who haven't found their way into the tech industry yet, but it has some really UX issues. It's gonna be a wild time to be alive. Like, I really don't know what to expect. I don't know that my guess is that Twitter will be around as we know it for very much longer. Yeah, I don't want to chase people either. So, oh, what did we just do? Did I just list them? I don't know if I did this part. No, I sure didn't. Okay, great. Yeah, I agree with you on Discord. I'm kind of a Discord noob, honestly. Like, my feeling is that what I would really like to see Discord do is give me better control over how I get notifications and where. It just feels like an onslaught of things right now. I'm probably in 30 Discord servers, and I turn to, I don't know, 3 or 4 regularly, which obviously makes it really challenging when, like, I want to find something new or discover something. There's no means for discovery in there, which kind of stinks. Okay. There we go. We are tailwindified. Now, take a deep inhale and exhale as I rebuild all of the styles for my site ever. No, I don't think I'll be doing that today, but Tailwind has some handy dandy components, templates. Let's see. Right, all this is upsells for Tailwind UI. But we can componentify things. So that's a margin auto. This is horizontal padding. We don't need to do that. That's cool. Okay. So it looks clean. Yeah, it loads really fast too. You're gonna love it. I've taken the whole navigation thing really literally too. Damn, man, this is frustrating. But what I really want to do is like get some images in here and see if I can decrease the loading size of this. Like right now, I think if here, let's pull this up in a new tab, an incognito window. If I run a lighthouse test on this, yeah, so there's a lot of garbage that happens here to begin with. And if I run a lighthouse test for mobile or desktop, it is not good. Not time span, please. Yeah. There's some major issues here, a lot of which have to do with me loading too much data on this homepage and also inefficiently loading images. And I know I can do a better job. Primarily what I want to do is get to this new Next structure for Next.js so that I can add some dynamic and fun features and different layouts to different pages. Python dev, you're lucky for me to have a website. Now that just sounds like you're not embracing Django. I spent a while building things with Django, or at least attempting to, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't find it. It wasn't my favorite, for sure, but it's all right. I can relate to my Python homies for sure. All right, Lighthouse score. Look at this. Best practices, SEO, all this stuff is in the trash. You know what? This is better than I thought. I could do a ton of code splitting. That would help a lot. My JavaScript is unminified currently because I've been trying to debug stuff for a while. And I'm not setting heights for images, which I really should do for each and every one of these images. Registers an unload listener. Neat. Enormous network payloads. I like how this is like a little insulting too. Like, hey man, that is some enormous, oh, actually that's a browser plugin. It's like, I don't have my password manager disabled here in incognito mode. That's annoying. Okay, well, we could kind of ignore that then. Maybe it's slightly less enormous. Yo man, your DOM is pretty large too. Maximum depth is 14. Okay. There's a lot going on there. Logger. Accessibility. I'm shocked I don't have alt attributes on all of my images. I need to go fix that. Frame or iframe do not have a title. Interesting. Okay. Background and foreground colors don't have sufficient contrast. I can fix that. Now that is something that is unforgivable. And I gotta go fix all those. I'm very glad Chrome looks out for me in that sense. Deprecated APIs, event.path. Don't know where I'm using that. Oh, that's a logger thing. So that's likely like a plugin, like my Dev React DevTools enabled or something like that. SEO. Things do not have descriptive text. Click here, not good. I see. And it's not a progressive web app. Okay. 91 performance is still pretty good, but like all of these should be better. I think actually I probably increased my performance pretty massively recently with some Cloudinary updates. It feels like such a huge undertaking to go and redo this whole damn thing, but we're gonna have to do it. Might as well start with something. to start with, it seems very nice that data loading is easy and pagination will be easier. So let's look at this optimistically, perhaps. Still surprisingly slow. That must be dev mode stuff. Footer we can load easily. So let's see how dynamic loading works in here. Some of this stuff is nice and easy to port over. Let's go into my new, oh, this is lowercase footer.js. That's funny. Last meeting of the day. Hey, good to see you, Jay. Thanks for hanging out. Would love to come on for a chat sometime, and happy to jump on a stream anytime too. You're welcome here too, man. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging. See you soon. What's happening here? Cats. Extend. All right, let's just see if this works. Okay, you like it. Okay, we can start to figure this out. That's great. This is so slow. I wonder what I've got wrong. Because it should compile much more quickly. I do have some things open. We can close some things. But it's going god awful slow. Insane. Hey, can you load? Maybe? Hey Josh, how's it going, man? I'm making a big mess. Big annoying mess that's taking a long time. You know what? I think I might call it for the night because I don't know what's going on here and this is taking so long. All right, I'm gonna dip out of here. Josh, sorry to duck so soon. We'll talk soon.